What up, guys? Good evening. How are you? YouTube. Your boy is back doing a live tonight. It's gonna be a short one. Um, just wanted to hit here on the some quick conversation about what's been going on this week with everything. First things first. They gave me the small balloon, so I wanted to jump on here, make sure that I didn't forget. Made it to 1,000 sub, so I want to say thank you guys very much. All this hard work, and that's all they gave me. That's a small balloon. I'm appreciative of it anyway. The next goal is 10,000. So thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the comments and the feedback through this journey. And from my heart, from my family to yours, thank you. See you guys at 10,000. So this week I was talking about Antonio Brown. He's telling his side of the story. So I'm not going to touch any base on it. Maybe I'll make another video in the future regarding it because he's talking and his story is kind of conflicting with the coaches and the organization. So that story for another time. Definitely I'll make a video in the future about it. Today I want to talk to you guys about modern science, um, human innovation. Today they are reporting that the first pig heart in a human being transplant, you know, um, is here. There's a man in Maryland. He's not walking around yet, so I can't say he's walking around. That he has a pig heart in his chest right now. This is hope for thousands of people. This is a lot of hope for thousands of people. So I am excited today about this. I want to talk to you guys about this and how modern science is working. Because this is a 57-year-old man named Dave Bennett, and he is, congratulations, thank you, Progressive Element. And yeah, he's a 57-year-old man that's in Maryland. That's what's going on with him right now. His surgery was complete. It was a success. They're waiting a couple of days to see what happened, and how if the body's going to reject after a few days or a few weeks or something like that. But so far, so good. He has a pig heart in his stomach, and thankfully to the University of Maryland, School of Medicine, they did the surgery in Baltimore, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are also, because I'm excited for modern science. This is an experimental surgery, so don't forget, it is a life extending one. So it's good for him. It buys him some more time, based on what was going on, because he said he was dying and he was willing to try anything. So I guess that's the reason why, he's doing the surgery this evening. What it was, they replaces his heart with one of a pig that's a geno. He was a geno editing pig that they removed some of the stuff inside the gene so it can match it. They said preferably it was the sugar part of the heart that they remove, because that's different from, I guess it's a little bit different from the pig. You guys wonder why we're not using primates. I guess they've tried that over the years, starting back from the 80s to now. So now they're here trying this with a pig, and they put in the pig heart in a human being, and it's working at this point. So they replace his heart, with a 1-year-old 40-pound pig. And that pig heart was designed, that pig was grown and bred just specifically for that, just for his heart to be removed and see if we can use it in human beings. The guy's on ventilator right now, so they said little by little they're going to try to remove his ventilator and see how it goes from there. But so far so good, and I want to jump on here today and talk to you guys that this was all done under the direction of the FDA. The FDA has this compassion use emergency authorization that they used to run, and they issued that just the same way they issued the emergency authorization for the vaccine, the COVID vaccine, and all the other vaccines that exist. So this is all normally issued during a life-threatening condition. And of course, this is one because the guy wanted to live, he said, and there was no other way. So they're trying this experimental surgery out to see how it works. Now, geno editing is there anyone in my chat talking? Let's see. Felipe Gavis says, good vibes. Hey, good evening, sir. How are you? I hope everyone is doing well this evening. Yeah, so like I said, guys, I wanted to jump on here talking about how, because they talk about how the similarity of the pig's heart compare, to the human heart, and how they have to minus, just the small amount of thing, so it can match it up perfectly. This is truly remarkable. This is truly remarkable, an innovation. This is the first time for medical science since the 80s, because in 1984 they had something similar where there was a young infant that they tried the same thing as far as doing a heart surgery. He lived 21 days and then he passed away. So this is definitely one of the remarkable things about human genes and human, you know yeah, and human there's no one in my chat this evening. Yeah, so guys, wait, where am I at? Where am I at? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me see. Something must be going on with my chat. I can't see anything on my chat this evening. Am I live? I am live, right? Can you guys hear me? You can hear me. Okay. No, I don't see anyone in my chat. That's what I was wondering. Yeah, guys. So yeah, this is T. Richards gone. Congratulations. Good evening. Hey, thank you very much, TR. How are you? Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. This evening. Peaches Royal. Good evening. Late, but late is better than never. So it's all good. No worries, Peaches. I was just here talking about human lives being saved by animal. Not only these days, for all of you vegans out there, but I guess everyone else that's not vegan, not only will the pigs be on your plate, but they'll be in your heart. So today in Maryland, we had success as far as someone, receiving a heart, and they're resting for like the last 3 days or so. So we'll see how they go as far as this is concerned. My question to everyone this evening, if you know anyone that's need an organic transplant, and if so, would you consider this being an option? Taking a pig heart, because in this country, every year we have about, easily, the list, let me see, the list is about 100,000 people or more are on the list for waiting for transplant, whether it's kidney, heart, lungs, and it's just not enough people that are having car accidents or dying or whatever the case is, so you can use their organs. So this is the reason why we have to start find a way, modern science have to start finding a way how you can start bringing the animals into it, where they can use the genes, they can make, they can remove certain things from the genes, so they can match it up with the human being and try modern science that way using medicine. 6,000 people die each year from this kind of stuff. Every year we are losing 6,000 people because, of course, there's not enough organs for all the people that's on the list. So this is the reason why I am asking this question this evening. Would you guys accept pig hearts if you guys were in a situation like this? Peaches, what are you saying? They have been using pig valves. This isn't really new. Yeah, they have been using pig valve. They actually had something like this back in the 80s, like I was saying, Peaches, that they tried, but a little young child died from it. He died from it 21 days later. So this is modern science at its best right now, where they're saying they have innovate over the last 10 years, because they tried it with primates, like the chimpanzees and so on. But this is supposed to be something big as far as what they're doing now, because what they tried before in the past failed. So now we're looking to see if this one is going to work for the future. So it might not sound as new, but for them, because even one of the doctors from NYU was talking about it. He's also a recipient of heart transplant, and he was saying this is excellent for modern science. So I saw that also in the art, that he was talking about it today. Hey, Lisa Lyons, good evening. How are you? Nice to see you too. Yes, I made it to 1K. Thank you very much for the support, Lisa. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have made it there. So thanks a lot. She said I came here. I'm too late. Felipe says, okay. Yes, the child died and she was too small. Poor baby. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was telling Peaches, that that's what happened back in the 80s. So this is something totally different right now. So that's why I'm here asking the question that if you guys had a family member and this was an option, would you guys take it? Would you guys take the pig heart? Would you feel any different? Most, because normally when a person, even vegans or vegetarians, they think about the animals. You're killing the animals for whatever the reason, or they feel like the animals can feel, that they have feelings. They go through the same thing human being does. That's why they don't eat them. So I think even if you put them into a situation where they'll have to say we'll have to kill them to remove their heart, but they're actually bred for that. That's specifically the reason why they were bred, and they had to do the changes of the gene, so they can try to save a life. So I think, but I'm pretty sure they would still disagree with it. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think as far as this is concerned? Would this something, if you were in a situation like this, would you accept this as an option, like Dave Bennett did over there in Maryland? Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Kevin is crying. What is he doing? Yeah, guys. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And every year, I give you guys some more info here. Every year, there's 3,800 heart transplant in the United States alone. So just imagine, that is not a lot compared to the list that we have of people waiting for hearts and kidney and all the other stuff. So we have a list that's super long, and then we don't have enough organs to give to people. This is about extending human lives. Modern science making it better for the next generation. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be excited. They'd like to be a candidate for this, especially if you're in a situation where it's like, man, my life, and I only have a few more days or a few more weeks. And they said, hey, you have a chance with a pig heart or a pig kidney or something of that sort. A lot of us would jump for it. Me personally, I would jump for it. I mean, at this point, it's like, damn if you do it, damn if you don't. So you have a situation where the modern science is trying to help you to stay alive a little longer. This would be a way to go for it. uh Peaches says, I would do anything to try to save a life of my child. Okay, all right. Well, definitely, because progressive element also is here. He's saying, most definitely, I would try. It's definitely something that one should consider, especially when the options are limited. This is what I'm looking at, and they did this surgery today. When a couple of days ago, like 3 days ago. I mean, now they're reporting on it because they're seeing the progress. They're seeing positive progress of as far as recovery is concerned. So they're going to take him off the ventilator slowly but surely, because right now they have him on this ECMO machine, and that's kind of used to help his breathing. And I guess I think that machine it pumps blood through the heart and then through the body a little faster. And they're going to take him off these machines little by little to see how he progress. At least I would have tried. Yeah, Peaches, definitely. One would definitely have to try, especially in a situation like this. Gene editing is becoming something that we're using a lot now, and it'll be something in the future. Do you guys believe that if we keep doing this gene editing, human being as we know it, we won't look the same in like the next 100 years or the next 50 years? What do you guys think? How do I let's see what else you guys are saying? Hey, BJ, what's up? Good evening. How are you? Yes, they have to take it very seriously. One second, guys. Let me grab me a bottle of water. Um, BJ say hello, hello, hello. Lisa said yes, they have to take it very seriously. Yeah, yes, Lisa, I agree. I agree, because, like I said, we have too many organs. We have too many organ transplant that need to happen, but we don't have enough organs to do it. So that's why every year 6,000 people die just in this country alone. We only do 3,800 surgery each year, and I'm pretty sure it's not because we're low on surgeons or hospitals or nurses. It's just because we don't have enough organs. So of course we don't have enough organs. What do we have to do? We don't have much choice. And it's like impossible to get on the organ list. Especially if you're one of those unfortunate person that's in there. So Lisa says no water for you. Lisa, I got the water. What do you mean no water for me? Can't do without the water. Mm? BJ, go ahead and enjoy that ball game, man. We'll talk about it in a couple of days. BJ said, I'm watching football, Jason. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm competing with the NFL right now. It's kind of tough. No problem, my friend. Thanks for checking in. Let me know which game you're watching. Yeah, guys. So yeah, that's really what I was asking. With the geno editing, what do you guys think about it as far as this organ transplant? Is this something that you guys would have done? Would you guys accept the pig heart? Or even with the geno editing that's going on here and in the future? What do you guys think about it? Do you guys think we're going to look the same way we look right now in the future? Because human beings are changing, and we keep, minusing some things, taking out. We keep changing the DNA. And this is what they're doing as far as gene editing is concerned. That's why this pig heart could actually work inside of us human being. Lisa is smiling. Yeah. So that's exactly what I'm thinking. Well, yeah, what do you guys think? Well, for me, like I said, personally, I think it's unimaginable. I'm excited about it. Um, Things that people never consider before. You have to consider it. This is remarkable. I really enjoy. I really like to see modern science and how it's at work. It's the same thing with all the vaccines. What would we do without modern science? CB Minilove 76. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Long time no see. How are you? Thanks for joining in this evening. We're talking about the medical marble, remarkable stuff that's happening in the University of Maryland School of Medicine. What they did with the pig heart. The transfer of the pig heart to a human being. And we're going to see how this guy does. A 57-year-old man, and he now has a pig heart in his chest, and we wish him luck. So that's what we're talking about this evening. Lisa Lyon says it's very harsh, complex, but it's your last chance to live. Do it. Definitely, definitely. I think it's if it's your last chance because you don't know where you're going from here. So definitely, it's your last chance to do it. You got to get it done. I totally agree with you, Lisa. It's just one of those things. So I just wanted, like I said, just jump on here this evening, man, and have a quick conversation regarding this. And like I said earlier, not only will the pigs be in your on your plate, but it'll be in your heart. So, for those that the pigs are not on their plate now, just be in their heart, but I think it's tough whichever way, but these pigs were, remember, they're geno edited. So these pigs were actually bred just for this stuff. They're not the regular pigs that, that you're using all the time. So these are maybe some lab they grow them in to make sure that, human being life could extend a little longer. Let me see what progressive element is saying. Does this mean a decade or two from now, an 80-year-old with money will be able to replace all of these old, yeah, these old failing organs to get another 80 years old? Quite possible. Quite possible. If you have a few dollars out there, you'll be able to replace all your organs. You start with your kidney, your liver, or maybe you start with your heart. You get a new heart, you can pump that up like an engine in the car, at least for another 200, 300,000 miles. So that would go for another 200, another 80 years. I mean, that's a good way to look at it. Why did they do the experiment? Well, they're doing the experiment, CB Minilove, because of what's going on in our country. Over 100,000 people each year need organ transplant. We don't have enough organ, to give out, for people to do organ transplant. We lose about 6,000 per year. So we're doing about 3,800. So we're floating somewhere in between the 200 number. That's hit or miss. So if you look at it, 6,000 we're losing out of 10,000. That only leave 4,000. So yeah, definitely this is the reason why we need to step into the science and start figure out different places where we can grow different organs for the human body. Remember, not too long ago, they were growing an ear, on the back of a rat. And that ear could have easily been transferred to human. That's what they were doing. So this is the way modern science is going. So this is the reason why they're doing that. CB Mini Love. That's where we're going. We're trying to extend the life of human being, as long as possible. So yeah, definitely that goes for progressive element too. So another 80 years it's probably going to be possible in the future if you have money. Someone is writing me and I don't understand that. Hey, good evening, sir. I can't understand your reading, but good evening. Thanks for joining. I'm happy you're here. CB Mini Love is also saying, hey, Chella, good evening. How are you, sir? Says, okay, God stated we need to multiply. That's what CB Mini Love 76 saying. Yeah, we need to multiply, but we multiply, but at the same time, some of us, our DNA, we have, problems along the way. We multiply and then we start having health problems. It's so sometimes we all have these health problems. We have to get organ changes or we have to get organ, transplant or whatever the case is. But it's just there are too many people, and I don't know if it's food supply or not, but it's just too many people on the organ transplant list. And a lot of them are dying. So a lot of them are dying. So we need to find other ways how to bring more organs in, so we can do more transplant each year. We're not lack of medical doctors. We're not lack of medical help. The hospitals are open. It's not like we have full hospitals. We just don't have enough organs. That's all it is. So that's where we're at with this one. So in order to get it done this way, we need to be able to help as far as this. We need the help in hand as far as this is concerned. You see what I'm saying? Cool. I hope it works. That's what C Mini Love says. Yeah, I hope so too. And so far they transplanted one. So we're going to see how it works in the next few weeks. Because I'm pretty sure we'll hear more about what's going on with him. With Mr. Bennett, the 57-year-old from Maryland. So we wish him the best. Hopefully he's lucky. At least he decided he was going to take a chance at this because what were the other options? He said, "No, we have to do it." So this was good for him. As far as trying something new, because if this work and he gets 3, 4, 5, 10 more years, this will be a success and he'll be the first it works on, because they tried it out in the 1980s and it did not work then. So this is actually something to keep in mind. Peaches is saying, I'll say this. Pigs eat slop, so their cardiovascular systems, arteries may be full of clog, plaques. Wonder what is all. Maybe wonder what this all could do to human in the long run. Peaches, but if you remember, maybe this is the reason why they're saying that they are removing certain sugars out of the arteries, of the pig. They're removing. That's why they did the geno editing. So they're taking some stuff out and adding some stuff in, like moving it around. It's a change of the DNA so it can fit our system. So maybe that's what you're looking at. So maybe even though they eat all that stuff, these pigs are bred differently, maybe from the lab or something, just growing the organ just for the human. And because they're doing all these small changes, I'm pretty sure they're thinking about all that stuff that normal pigs normally eat. So in this case, it might be different. That's just what I'm saying. D, good evening. How are you? So DJ Queen, where was this done? This was done in Maryland, DJ Queen. This was done in Baltimore. The University of Maryland School of Medicine did a surgery up there in Baltimore. So it's actually close to where I live. So I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them for doing this. I love modern science. Without modern science, what would we do? So I am proud of them for doing this. I hope it worked. I hope they're going to get better at it. I hope they can do the same thing for kidneys, livers, and everything else. So I'm wishing them nothing but luck and the best. Hopefully I don't need it, or anyone I know don't need it, but we understand that we live in this world, and someone at some point that we know are going to need organ transplant or whatever the case might be. So my fault, missed that part. Peaches, no problem. Peaches, no worries. Let's see what you guys are saying. Lisa Lyon is saying most of the time people or babies don't survive because I think it's against your genes. Yeah, most of the time they don't survive, but remember, it was the lack of the science at the same time. So hopefully in this case this guy will survive, and we'll have something to look forward to. CB Mini Love, you're out of Baltimore, huh? Yes, in your hometown. Big ups to you. Big ups to Baltimore. Wish you guys luck. I wish to see this thing nothing but success for it. Lisa Lyon says, what was originally wrong with him altogether? He had a problem. He had a rare defect, heart defect. So because he had that rare heart defect, the heart would not continue on. So he was going to die. And this is the reason why he needed this surgery. This was a life and death situation for him. So he decided he had to take it. It's one of these surgery that he says, you had the option to take it or don't take it. But at the same time, if you're sitting in a position like this, they're saying, hey, you're going to die, or you want to have a chance to live, you're going to take the chance to live. So that's the reason why, Lisa, that's what was going on with him. Siput D said, I'm surprised I didn't hear about this. I'm from Maryland, born and raised. No worries. No worries, Siput D. These days, the place is cluttered. People are not talking about things that affect our daily lives. What can possibly affect our life in the future. Modern science. Healthcare. All of this stuff. People. They're mostly talking about all the other stuff. But it's okay. It exists, and like I said, you're from Baltimore, so you can look at your local newspaper tomorrow morning, and if it's not, it's probably in one of the small sections in the bottom, or you can Google it or something of the sort. But it's definitely there. Sip with D, definitely there. So Damon is saying the pig is the closest biological being to human. Okay. Okay. People need to move away from their superstition. Okay. Okay, Damon. So definitely you're agreeing then, Damon, that if you had to get the pig heart, you would definitely be someone to accept it, right? Can I take that as a right or wrong? Because this is what I was asking earlier. Would you accept the pig heart if you were in this position? This is hypothetical. If you were in this position, could you accept the pig heart? Because it would be something to save your life. Let's see. And D says Baltimore is ghetto. Laugh out loud, but still good hospital and medicine. Of course, John Hopkins is the best. That's what they say. John Hopkins is the best. So you have to know a little bit about Baltimore. I love the city. Big ups to Baltimore, D. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Baltimore has really good hospital system. Peaches, yes, Peaches, definitely. We agree with that one. Let's see here. Damon says yes, he would take the pig heart. Yeah, definitely. One of the other question I have for you guys: what do you guys think about gene editing in the future? If we continue the way we're editing, are we going to look the same as human beings? Will we be the same like another 100 years from now if we keep changing things in our DNA here? Because we're built a certain way, and we keep changing this, changing that. Do you guys think we will look the same? Let me know what you guys think. Damon says, I want Elon Musk brain chip too. I'm going to leave the brain chip out, Damon. That one can stay. I don't think I want to mess with the Elon Musk brain chip. I think I'm gonna be okay with that one. We can go. Mila J10, congrats on the 1K. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mila. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Thanks to all of you guys, man, for supporting the movement. I really appreciate that. Like I said, 10K is the next stop. So I'm working on it. Did I show you guys? I don't know if you guys saw it, but this is the balloon they gave me. So it's a small achievement, and they want to make sure that I need to move. I need to work harder to get this channel moving faster. So hey, I'm thankful nevertheless. It's small, but I have it. So I appreciate that very much. Lisa said, depends on what they do. What do you mean, Lisa? What do you? I just wanted to show. Okay, I just wanted to the chip in my brain. I just wanted to what? The chip in my brain. CB Mini Love. What is that? She said, "Thanks for the good information. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. It's definitely something to know about, because it's so close to you in Baltimore, and like you said, you didn't know that it was going on right there. So it's great. It's good to find out. It's good to know what's going on because after the last time these stuff happened from back in 1984, modern science have changed so much. So this is good. And the FBI approved this, so the FBI approved it under what they call a compassionate use emergency authorization. So this is good, just kind of like what they did with all the vaccines, any vaccine when they're first coming out and they're doing emergency use authorization. So there's always this emergency thing going on just to make sure that people understand that, hey, this is not approved by the FDA, but it's an emergency authorization and it could save your life. It's quite a possibility. But if I'm in that position, definitely I'm choosing to go with this option that Mr. Bennett chose, the 57-year-old from over in Maryland. You're in that position, I'm going for it. I'm not even thinking twice about it. Trying to spend as much time on this land as I can. Give me 100, like everyone else, like all of the kings and royalties. What else you guys are saying? Lisa, you said you would change or look different, right? What are we talking about, Lisa? What are we talking about? And be a little bit more specific, Lisa. What are you guys are saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I just wanted to see what were you guys thinking, as far as this is concerned, this kind of topic, this kind of modern marvel medical science, the improvement, the success going forward. This is great. So I think it's great. I think it's excellent for us as human beings. I think it's good for people that are in this position that need to and need an organ or two. I think this is great. So in the oh, would you change or look different? You said right. Oh, Lisa's saying because I said I was asking how do you guys think we would look in the future because we keep changing the DNA. She said she think we would look different. So in the future, what do you guys think? Would we look different? Or are we gonna have a different kind of characteristic? Maybe we'll have like only two eyes and a face, and the nose will be somewhere else or something of the sort. Because we keep changing the DNA, so everything we keep changing with these changes, something must give. Lightbulb says, Happy New Year, Jurian. Lightbulb, let's see me many love 76 says, for the people who do these experiments, they are courageous. Yes, they are. And without them, I don't know what we would do. So thanks to all of those doctors. Like I said, even one of the doctors that was commenting about this modern science that's happening right now is a doctor from NYU, and he has been a recipient also of a heart transplant in the past. So look at it like that. Modern science definitely is needed. We're enjoying it. We're living longer because of it. Because if we go back to some of those days where we used to die earlier, so definitely modern science is the way to go. Beautiful Bufan says no, not the not the nose, somewhere else. No, but I'm just saying, talking real talk. When you think about what is happening, and we keep messing with the DNA as much as we do, something has to give. Maybe something is going to move. I'm not sure, but that's why I'm asking you guys. With all the genome editing, do you guys think something is going to move? Because we keep moving things. Like look at this pig heart that they did. They had to remove certain things from it, certain sugars from the heart. And what did they do? They start to mess with it. They had to start to do the editing so they can remove one or two things, add one or few things there, so it could fit perfectly inside the human body, or close to perfect as possible. Progressive Element says, we will have the ability to choose the way we want to look by then. I'm not sure about that. That's going to be, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. No, we would hope, but I'm not sure about that one. Lisa Lyons said, I think a lot of things they hide. They might be. They might be, Lisa. Who knows if they're hiding things? But yeah, we will see. we will see how that goes. I wanted to also touch base after I'm done talking about this topic, because let me see what else you guys are saying. Nah, it wouldn't be so different. There are people doing plastic surgery. So you think the plastic surgery would keep us looking the same way we're looking right now, but would be working from inside out, the DNA from inside out. GA Lovely says, I'm still waiting for the pig kidney. Hey, don't be surprised and don't ask for anything you don't need right now because they're working on it. I'm pretty sure not only you're gonna have pig kidney, but you're gonna have pig heart, pig lung. You have the pig heart already, so the pig lungs, pig kidney. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot of those things rolling around. Like I said earlier, not only will the pig be on most of our plates, but it's gonna be in our heart. So just look at how important the pig is becoming in our life. Let's see here. Damon says, yeah, we all look different. Evolution is real. Our atmosphere is changing. Our bodies may adapt. You are right about that, sir. Very true. And we keep happening, and we keep messing with the DNA. So we'll see how that goes. I'm in a community just waiting. Okay, I'm in the community just waiting. CV Mini Love 76 says Hannibal. Laugh out loud. That's too funny. Yeah, guys. So that was it. I just wanted to quickly jump on here, touch base, see what were what's your opinion this evening, and say thank you very much. For all of you guys that subscribe, keep the subscription coming. Please forward this message around to your family. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. I've made it to 1,000 subs, so over 1,000 subs. So thank you guys very much for being here. Thank you for I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope to see you guys at 10,000. So let's keep this thing going. Let's keep it rolling. Let me see what Peaches is say. You get what you need, son. Okay, you're talking to someone else. Hold on, guys. Let me see. CV Mini Love says, thank you, Jason. Be blessed. Thank you very much, CV Mini Love 76. You guys have an awesome night. I just wanted to touch on here real fast and let you guys know. Thank you, Sip with D. Appreciate those kind words. Thanks again, guys, for your support. Like I said, I'll see you guys at 10,000, and I appreciate it. Much love, peace and blessing. Thank you. Good night.